His discipline, not much doing on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. No return coming here. Fair catch is similar for and made just shy of the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's long. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. We saw that right there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Power football with the run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down.
3-25.
The play action fake. Gets open down the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time. 2nd and 6. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Snags it over the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
It's caught. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Ball. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the single back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. To the air, it's Aguilar. He slings it deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The Vols will punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run it. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They'll immediately call timeout. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Runs through a tackle. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can He's got it.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And the Vols will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He'll set up to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. 3rd down, and they'll try the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quick strike complete. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone cover.
Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So here is the Tennessee offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Here's the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Bishop.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Connection to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
I think one of the keys of this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's 3rd and goal. The give to the fullback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they're able to get him on the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Makes the grab on 3rd. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, Kentucky. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Kentucky! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Using his legs, it's Bishop. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Aguilar. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. The Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Oh, quarterback keeps it. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The give on the option. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Volunteers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. Gets the 27-yard line, and they'll move the change for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Toss sweep right. Look out, he's got room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. And the Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking for room, it's Lewis. And the tackle is made, and they get nothing, and this game is in the books. They say every game counts the same.